Hey, my name is Nina, and today I'll be talking about an online mental health support group on Facebook. I focus on how members communicate, the types of support they offer each other, and the impact that support can have on young adults and teens, but mostly it's because it's young adults and teens are kind of a little bit in the same bracket, but yeah. So just mostly on their confidence and their well-being. So, so the group I analyzed is called Mental Health Support on Facebook. It has more than 125,000 members and stays very active with new posts every day. It mainly helps teens and young adults dealing with anxiety, depression, and therapy challenges. What's interesting is that it's fully peer-led. There isn't a main moderator or expert running things. Instead, members build a welcoming space by sharing their own stories, advice, and encouragement. That creates a strong sense of equality and trust, which really supports open emotional sharing. So as for when I reviewed the post, I noticed that people use two main coping styles, emotional focused coping showing up when members talked about their feelings like loneliness, stress, or frustration, just to feel heard and understood. Problem focused coping happening when people asked for advice, like how to afford therapy or manage medication, side effects. The mix of both showed that the group support emotional comfort and particular problem solving at the same time. And so we're gonna get into informational support. I would say one strong example of informational support came from someone who was losing their insurance but did not want to stop therapy. Members quickly shared helpful ideas like asking for a sliding scale rate, going to therapy less often, or trying local clinics. This kind of guidance helps people feel more in control and gives them immediate options to take care of their mental health affordably. And now we're going to look at emotional support. Emotional support was extremely common in this group. For example, one person posted that they felt anxious whenever more than one person was involved in a situation. Instead of brushing it off, others reply with empathy and validation. They said things like, I get that too, and reminded them to trust themselves. Responses like that normalize feelings and make people feel safe, even among strangers online, which is very interesting though. And we're going to look at esteem support. So, esteem support helps rebuild confidence and self-worth. I saw this when our members said they felt emotionally exhausted and ugly inside. Another member responded, You're not broken, you're healing. Therapy and patience will help you shine again. It did not fix the situation, but it encouraged self-kindness. This kind of support is especially important for young adults who are building their sense of identity. And we're going to look at tangible and network support. So, tangible support was not as common, but it still showed up through simple tips like using comfort objects or setting reminders for medication. What stood out more was network support, people checking in, celebrating progress, or sharing updates. These ongoing interactions. So I would say these ongoing interactions made it more, it made more, so it basically helped create a strong community and reduce isolation, especially for those dealing with long-term anxiety or depression. Then as for self-efficiency, I would say one big takeaway was how the group helps members build self-efficiency. The belief that they can handle challenges. For example, when someone said they finally talked to a counselor, their response were full of encouragement, like, that's amazing, keep going, small messages like that help members see themselves as capable and strong. Over time, giving and receiving support boosts confidence and reinforces positive coping, which I think that's very important, which I really loved seeing that. That was amazing to see. Then, as for reflection and takeaways, I would say that this project helped me see how impactful online support groups can be for young adults. Emotional and esteem support were the most common and definitely the most needed. They help people feel understood and less alone. I also learned that public groups can raise privacy concerns when members share personal details. Overall, peer support does not replace therapy, but it fills really important gap by offering immediate compassion, shared experience, and encouragement. Yeah, it was a very interesting it was a very interesting project to do because I honestly never been into like a Facebook like group until I did this project, and it made me realize how people online can still be nice to you and you feel like encouraged, like you feel like you're a part of them, you know? But other than that, I would like to say that thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to my presentation. And if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you. Have a nice day.